What would happen if Storks decided to stop delivering babies and start delivering maybe packages? We find out in a new movie this week, Storks. Jim Ferguson spoke with one of the well-known stars who lent his voice to the animated movie and actually one of the producers.
You know what you just said? Storks delivering babies. Come on.
Is that not how the babies get delivered to the house?
It's a Warner Brothers animated film, and it's beautiful to look at. And Kelsey Grammer plays the mean boss. His voice, not plays. His voice talents. We're talking animated here.
Yeah.
And yeah, you know, we don't need to introduce Kelsey Grammer.
No.
I mean, you know, Frasier and of course Cheers, where he started, and he's won 5 Emmy Awards. I was surprised at that.
Wow. Yeah. Do we know if this is maybe the first time he's lent his voice to animation?
Oh no,
or has he been
he's
doing
done
a
lot of voice work. A lot of voice work.
So this is his thing now.
Yeah, right. And he's with Brad Lewis, who is the producer of the movie, and he did Ratatouille, Ants.
Oh.
He's done a lot of stuff too, you know. So they're fun to talk to about this PG kids movie, Storks. Here's Kelsey. There's an old myth. I don't want to say ancient, but there's an old myth. The children would ask their parents, my kids did, Daddy and Mommy, where do babies come from? And of course, we all answered, the Storks. And that's something that your character, Hunter, doesn't want to hear, right?
Absolutely not. No, we deliver packages. That's how it goes. The baby delivery business was not booming anymore, and he saw a window to sort of change the perception of Storks as we know it, and
very
succeeded.
Successfully. Yeah, succeeded. Yeah. Brad, how would you describe Kelsey's character, Hunter?
You know, he's wonderfully bossy, with a huge fondness for himself and his own ideas. Huge ego, who's tried to reduce uncertainty to a minimum. Babies are uncertainty. Storks basically are uncertainty. So he's trying to oppress everything and control it within an inch of its life.
Oh, very good. I like it.
But you must have liked the character's shoulders in his golf game a little bit.
Absolutely. He hit the hell out of the ball, and he looks good in a suit.
Brad, were you pleased with the computer animation and the work that the team did in putting the film together?
Yeah, beyond words, really, beyond my expectations by far. You know, I've worked at a couple of different places, and it was really important to me that we meet a really high standard for animation, for the look of the movie, for the performances in the movie. And it's not something I take lightly, because I feel like there's a sort of a pedigree of filmmaking storytelling that I'm a part of that I love, and I want this to be that good.
This is a special look to it, I think.
Well, thank you, because the look of the movie is something that I took a much deeper involvement and interest in, because I feel like in the world of animation, sometimes it's just lights on, bright colors, and people can be taken to a much to a different place if we work a little harder with the look. And we worked really hard on it. The folks up at SPI did a great job on the look, and Doug and myself worked hard on making sure it looked different.
We can tell that. Kelsey, I read, I hope I'm not wrong, that I read this wrong or something, that you really like animated films.
Yeah.
And you've lent your voice to a lot of them. I think we talked about, I interviewed you for Toy Story 2, and you've done others too.
Oh, yeah.
Why is it? Why do you have a special feeling for this genre?
To be honest, they're the best movies made, and they've always been the best movies made, in my mind. The animated films are the films I remember most from when I was a kid. I mean, I guess I remember Mary Poppins and Sound of Music as well, but mostly I remember, you know, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, and Cinderella, and you know,
so
that
many
route.
Actors I've talked to about animated films enjoy the process.
Yeah.
They get a
for
chance
me,
to go over the top.
It is fun. It is fun. You invest it with a lot more kind of vocal energy than you normally would, because it would look like you were lying if your own camera was on, if your own face was on camera, because you'd be talking like this. You know, it doesn't work that way. But for animation, of course, it does. And those are fun things to do. But for me too, it's like a sense that you know, a group of actors used to do that for me, and I'm the generation where I should be doing it for some kids too.
So they were a great interview.
Yeah, Kelsey was in a good mood.
Yeah,
good mood. Now, on Friday, we have Andy Samberg, whose voices the main stork, gets involved in this wild journey with a orphaned teenage girl, voiced by Teddy Crown. And it's a buddy movie. It's a fun travel type of thing, and it's rated PG. It's great for the kids, and I recommend rent it for the family. And we're going to see those 2 interviews, and I'll review it on Friday.
Okay, so you're going to review it on Friday. We'll hear some more of the stars that kind of helped out with their voices. But it's this is kind of becoming a trend. All these animated movies, big stars lending their voice.
Right. It's a great summer movie for the family. Really is. Yeah.
Well, we'll look forward
to that. End of the summer. Fall movie. Yeah.
Fall, summer. Kids love it either way.
Okay.
Jim, thank you guys. And if you want to watch more of Jim's interviews by visiting TucsonMorningBlend.com, all you have to do is search for Hollywood Happenings.